Inside the Lines is brought to you by Hendrick Honda of Charleston. When you buy a new or pre-owned vehicle, our Advantage program takes care of you for life. Make Hendrick Honda of Charleston your first choice for your next vehicle. Visit their showroom at 1478 Savannah Highway in Charleston or online at charlestonhonda.com. Welcome to Inside the Lines here on CFCSports.com. I'm Jeff McCarriger as we come to you obviously today inside TD Arena. We got a lot of basketball to talk about. Also, we'll talk about volleyball. The girls in action again in the NCAA tournament coming up in about a week. They got a nice seating up in North Carolina. And finally, we'll wrap up the show. We'll go one-on-one and talk a little equestrian today. You won't want to miss that fun one-on-one segment this week. We'll start, though, with men's basketball. The guys fresh off their trip out to Anaheim, California in an 8-team field out in the John Wooden Legacy Tournament. The guys go 1-2. But I tell you what, the teams out there very good. San Diego State, Arizona State, Marquette, George Washington, everyone out there very good. About 4 top 25 teams. Again, the guys go 1-2. They got a nice win against Cal State Fullerton to wrap things up. We got a chance to catch up with the head coach, Doug Wojcik, to talk about the trip to California. Also now finals week, so some time off for the guys before they take on Coker.
Well, I mean, I think it's the right thing to do coming out of finals. And then you got Marist on that Sunday, and then a tough game at Old Dominion. I mean, Jeff Jones has done a good job with Old Dominion so far, and be a tough place to play. And then we come home, and Kent State is 7-1. They've really had a great year so far. So those two teams in particular, Old Dominion and Kent State, and then a Davidson, a rival game, Citadel and a Davidson after Christmas. We have a hard schedule.
Again, some time off for the guys. Finals week here at the College of Charleston. They'll be back in action against Coker on Thursday, December 12th. You can catch all the action on ESPN Radio 910 with the tip-off at 7 o'clock. We'll also have that streamed live for you right here on CFCSports.com. Now over to women's basketball, and what a win for Natasha Adair and the girls on Monday night here inside TD Arena, overcoming a 10-point deficit in the final 4 minutes to win it. Got a chance to catch up with the head coach.
Right now, I want them to get through finals. I don't want to talk about basketball right now. I mean, we'll do some individual work. We'll watch some film. But right now, they're student athletes. I want them to ace their exams and feel good about it. But as we dial down towards the Richmond game, probably about 3 to 4 days out, we'll get back to the routine. We'll get back to practice. We'll get back to prep. We'll get back to focus in that aspect. But right now, I want them to roll out a lot of A's and B's and feel good. They feel good right now. A win, and that type of win always makes you feel good. And so there's no worry about a game that didn't go our way. Now they're just dialed in and focused academically, and we'll get in the gym and kind of have some study breaks just to kind of clear their head. May do some yoga, do some weird things, but right now it's about them being very good students.
Just like with the men's team, the girls will have some time off here, about 12 days off before their next competition against Richmond. Busy week for all the student athletes here with finals going on this week here at CFC. Wrap up the first part of the show with the volleyball team. And again, congratulations. What a great season for Jason Kepner and the volleyball team as they go 13-1 in regular season play. They won the CAA regular season title. They won the postseason title up in North Charleston, and they're headed to the NCAA tournament again.
It's an exciting draw for us. Duke is an extremely good team. It's nice to be close to home, only having that 4-hour drive and going somewhere different than Florida. So I think those aspects are a plus for us. Getting a 16 seed on their home floor, who's having such a great year, is definitely a difficult draw for us. But I think we match up pretty well, and I think if we play well, we have a shot at giving ourselves an opportunity to win. And I think that's all we're really looking for, is putting ourselves in a position to have a shot at winning games and putting some pressure on them and see how they handle it. You want your team to do is just focus on the task at hand, and the task at hand is your next match. I mean, you can look at it as the NCAA tournament, you can look at it however you want to look at it, but in the end, it's just a match on the road against an opponent that we have to scout and we have to prepare for and be able to make on-court adjustments. And so we kind of try to keep it the same. We've kind of done that all year with the CAA, not really knowing too much about opponents. This year has been great preparation for playing a team that we don't know much about, because it's kind of been that way all year. So we really just kind of focus on our side, and we have to play well in order to have a chance against Duke. And in the end, that's the first thing that we can control. Once we're playing well, then we can start really trying to do things to disrupt them. But Duke is such a good team all over and has had such a great year. We just really need to focus on our side and make sure that we're putting ourselves in a position to be in close games at the end and having opportunities to score points and make big plays when we need them, like we did in the tournament.
Congratulations to the volleyball team. Back-to-back appearances in the NCAA tournament. Of course, we'll follow their journey all the way up to Duke right here on Inside the Lines. When we come back, you won't want to miss this week's sit-down as we go one-on-one with Sara Von Schweinitz of the equestrian team here at the College of Charleston. As some of you know, some of you don't know, we have a very good equestrian team. And Sara puts me in my place due to my lack of knowledge when we come back in the second half of the show right here in Inside the Lines.
At Hendrick Honda of Charleston, you get our best price every day. When you buy a new or pre-owned vehicle, our Advantage program takes care of you for life. We offer a lifetime powertrain limited warranty, free towing and shuttle service, complimentary loaner cars, and paintless dent repair. Make Hendrick Honda of Charleston your first choice for your next vehicle. Visit us today at 1478 Savannah Highway in Charleston or online at charlestonhonda.com.
And welcome back to Inside the Lines here on CFCSports.com. A lot of basketball will be coming up here in a couple weeks at home here inside TV Arena. Again, the student athletes will be off most of this week, really for about the next 12 days for finals. But if you're looking for tickets to the upcoming men's and women's basketball games, make sure you give us a call. 953-CFC, that's 953-CFC, or visit us online, CFCSports.com. All right, time for our favorite part of the show with the one-on-one segment. And this week, how about talking a little equestrian? I know nothing about equestrian, a lot of us don't. But we go one-on-one with Sara Von Schweinitz. She's one of the great riders here at the College of Charleston, obviously very knowledgeable about the sport. She grew up playing it. Also, you know, in Mount Pleasant and here in Charleston and West Ashley, you're not allowed to text and drive at the same time. Well, can you text and ride a horse at the same time? We found out as we went one-on-one with Sara Von Schweinitz. And time to go one-on-one today with Sara Von Schweinitz. She's a senior from Irmo, South Carolina, part of our equestrian team, a very famous equestrian team here at the College of Charleston. Unfortunately, we couldn't exactly get out to the stables, to the home course, so we're going to just kind of stay here inside the media room here inside TV Arena. But great to have Sara, and thanks for stopping by. Sounds like you guys are off to a good start for your season so far.
Yeah, it's been really, really well. We're leading the region right now, so that's really going to put us in a good position going into the next season, or the next part of the season, and competing with the other shows. And
you guys coming off a great event that you just had as well. I saw you guys were competing
Yes.
against Georgia Southern, against South Carolina, some other big names.
Yeah, Georgia Southern, Clemson, Lander, all the shows, or all the other teams in our region came to our farm this weekend, and we put on a good horse show, so it was really successful, and we won it, thank God.
Now, a lot of people don't realize, I mean, with the move to the CAA, obviously, with basketball and tennis and all these other sports that do the CAA, you guys don't really compete in the CAA. You compete in a region. So what's the region competition like?
Well, we're a part of the IHSA, so it's like broken down into zones, and then each zone is broken down into regions.
Yeah, it's extremely confusing.
It's like a lot different. And right before, like the year before the college switched to the CAA, it's called, right?
Right, yeah.
We already did rezoning. So we moved. We used to be in a region with SCAD, Georgia Southern, a lot of Florida schools. And Florida grew so big that they had to rezone everything. So we moved in with South Carolina, Clemson, Lander, Georgia Southern came with us, Converse. So we're more around the Carolinas and Georgia now at this point. So
all right, so let's talk about this a little bit. And you and I were just joking beforehand. I know very little about this sport, and a lot of people who are watching probably also know very little. So what is it? What events do you compete in?
Okay, so IHSA is equitation. So you go over fences, which is jumping. Okay,
I got it.
All right, got that. And then
I follow you so far. Everyone's nodding their heads in the room, so far you got it. So going over fences.
Okay, and then flatting. And it goes from anywhere from a beginner at walk trot to someone who's very advanced and open. And it runs on a point system. So once you accumulate a certain number of points, you point out of that division and move up to the next level.
Okay, so how many different events are there? I mean, is it just that?
Oh goodness.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot. Like, what are some of you jump over fences? Is there one that involves water or anything like that? Any ramps? Any half pipes?
Any half pipes? Yeah, we get on skateboards.
You're right.
Go on it. Yeah. It's
No,
really
but
great.
what are some of the most popular ones?
A lot of the girls really love fences. It's not as like tedious. I don't want to say tedious. I have like a really bad. Can we cut now? I don't want to do this anymore.
No, you can't cut. It's live.
No, it's not.
Trust me, I mess up all the time.
This isn't live. Don't lie.
It's not 5 burning questions yet. We need to take this seriously. Come on.
I would say a lot of the girls mostly enjoy jumping. It just adds another element into ring and you're out there by yourself, and you're not in a ring with like a bunch of other people, and it's just you and the judge watching everything you're doing.
So, and it seems like there's obviously a lot of people on the team. You guys are very good at it. This is a very good program. I mean, that's probably why you came to the College of Charleston.
Very
Obviously, you know
large
about the program.
Yes. I actually found out about it my junior year of high school. I was, I guess, starting to look at it, and the USC IHSA team was at my barn. And they were trying to encourage me to like enroll in some like college courses so they could use me into like their team. But I decided to hold off, and I grew up loving Charleston. I'm like 2 hours down the road from Columbia, so it was just kind of a no-brainer for me. Live by the beach, get to ride horses, you know, it's great.
So how did you get into this? I mean, you know, oftentimes we do these features, we talk about someone who played tennis when they were younger. Sailing and equestrian a little bit different. How do you get into this when you're younger?
I actually danced competitively growing up, and I didn't really get into the whole horse thing. I knew how to ride, but I decided to dance competitively because my sister was doing it, so I was going to do something completely opposite. But my dad grew up on a farm, and he grew up fox hunting, so he made all of us learn how to ride. So my brothers and my sister and I were the only ones that really took to it and like really loved the sport.
All right, you ready for 5 burning questions?
Oh, that wasn't one of them?
No. That was not burning at all. It's about ready to get really hot. You ready?
I thought this was easy.
Sara Von Schweinitz, senior from Irmo, South Carolina. Here we go. 5 burning questions.
Oh, God. All right.
All right, easy one for number 1.
Okay.
Obviously, a lot of great things to do here in Charleston. You mentioned how you used to come here a lot.
Yeah.
What do you do for fun in Irmo, South Carolina?
Nothing. That's why I came here.
Okay,
No,
that's good. See, that's fine. That's perfect.
I also kind of grew up near the lake at Lake Murray,
Yeah.
so we have a lake house out there, and whenever I'm not here in the summer, I'm always out there.
Oh, that's
I
not
love
bad.
the lake, yeah.
That's good. All right, burning question number 2. Here we go. Favorite horse movie of all time?
Oh, goodness.
Oh, we've only just begun.
Favorite horse movie of all time?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Seabiscuit,
Really old, well,
Horse
yeah.
Whisperer,
I
Secretariat.
guess when I was like really little, and like this is like still on VHS, I don't even think it ever got transformed into a DVD. It was probably Wild Hearts Can't Be Broken.
I still have VHS tapes. Thank you. All right, number
Seabiscuit's good too, though.
number 3. Have you ever texted while riding a horse? Is that illegal?
I don't,
Can you text
I
and
hope-
horse
I hope
ride?
it's not. I have.
Have you really?
I've really done that.
Have you too? Let's get one of our teammates over here. That's got to be illegal, isn't it?
No,
Don't do it
I
in
mean,
unpleasant.
I'm not like going over a fence while doing it, but
I would
like
hope
I'm
not.
like just around and sending a quick text. It's fine.
Okay.
Right?
Number 4. What's your favorite horse name of all time?
My favorite horse name?
Yeah, like in the Derby and all that kind of stuff. Did you ever like have a funny name for your horse? Not just like Scooter or Derby? I got a couple for you if you need help.
What's your favorite?
No Soup for You
No Suit for
from
You.
Seinfeld? You're probably too young for Seinfeld. How about this one? Oh No, It's My Mother-in-Law? That's one of my favorites.
That's one of your favorites?
Yeah.
It wasn't my horse, but there was a girl we know. She still has the horse today. Like his barn name was Ollie, but his show name was Ports Authority, because like all the moms
Gotcha.
would sit on the hill while their kids were with their like horses at shows and like drink port.
Okay. Oh, gotcha. Nice. All right, number 5. Give me the name of the most famous Von Schweinitz still alive today.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, this is a good one. We got her, Kyle.
Most famous? In
Yeah.
like what way?
Just the most famous person alive with your same last name.
It has to be a person. Okay. It can't be like we have like a sunflower named after us. Does that count?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Okay.
Wolfgang von Schweinitz. He's a famous composer. He's like a millionaire. The dude's like really, really popular.
Really?
Yeah, no relation to you?
I would assume he probably would because it's not that common of a last name.
I didn't expect you to get it anyway. Don't worry about it.
Where did you
But we are
find
going to show a
that?
YouTube. I just looked it up on Google. I don't know.
Did you really?
Yes. All right, good job. Thank you very much.
Oh my goodness. Thank
Sara
you.
Von Schweinitz of the equestrian team. Good luck this year. Great job.
Thank you.
Great job by Sara on the 5 burning questions. We had a lot of fun sitting down and talking with her. That conversation actually took about 25 minutes, and great job by Kyle editing that all the way down to about 6 or 7 minutes, but great job by her. Now, we normally finish up the show with a challenge, but as much as everyone was trying to get me on the horse, Absolutely no horse riding on Inside the Lines. We can do some golf and some tennis and some basketball, not riding a horse. Maybe later on in the year if I'm feeling brave, but no horse riding this time. Thanks for tuning in. That'll wrap things up on this week's episode of Inside the Lines here on CFC Sports. Again, some time off here for the kids as they will all have finals here for the next couple of weeks. And then we'll be back with Inside the Lines as we'll be following the volleyball team in the NCAA tournament. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you again.